got what you need if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. Club on time, it's a problem, pop on. Shady Aftermath.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. On the visiting sideline, the Eagles and their head coach. These guys coming in refreshed after that early season bye. Facing off with them here, Brian Dable, head coach of the Giants. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt in the booth with you. It is Jake Elliott who's going to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And he's brought down just beyond their 25-yard line. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first-rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Dart out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down. Third and long for him here. Hits him on the out route. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
Hurts now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he has this down to the 34. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the draw, it's Barkley. And that's good for a gain of 5. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's another Eagles first down.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds the in route complete. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Gain of 12 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
Back to throw, Hurts. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
He gets it again. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss. Big play for this offense. It's 3rd and goal.
Sets up 3rd down and goal.
From the gun, it's again to Bigsby. And the stand continues. Stopped at the line. It's now 4th and goal. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. So managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did. I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Tyrone Tracy now to return. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. Now here's Cam Scadaboo on the ground. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
From the gun, here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Padoni there to haul it in. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
16 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Going on 1st down. It's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd
Under the gun this time, here's Dart. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are finally stopped on the return. They'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Not here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 12-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. It's a sneak, Hurts. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Here's Hurts. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles go up 10-zip here in the first. Out to the 32. This our last play of the quarter.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. This is Cutts. That's Slayton. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatterboom. And he's tackled for a short gain.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
That's going to tuck it and run. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down.
Keely Ringo on the tackle. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Go with a design keeper. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Trying to push this past the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Option play. They're going to give it to Tracy. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Now Dart's going to the air. It's out of trouble. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
A loss of 4 yards brings up 3rd down and 14.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the stand continues. Stopped at the line. It's now 4th and goal.
Eddie Pinheiro on.
They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal.
32-yard
This
attempt.
32 yards out. It's on the right hash. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Patterson now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. First call here coming from the shotgun. Hurts setting up to throw. He's got it over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
8 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, a run with Barkley. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Eagles, 1st down.
Hurts. Hits him on the in route. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And again, here's Hurts. That one's incomplete over the middle. It's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
The coverage by Andrew Phillips.
Hurts throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Nice pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. It's Hurts once again. That's complete. Here's Thornton. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 13-point lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Giants 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Here's Tracy on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Scatterboo now from the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
A small gain up to about the 32. Keely Ringo making the play.
That's a gain of 5.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Giants are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Eagles about set to go on offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Going again on 2nd down. Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 4.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's going to run for it. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. The Giants using their first time out as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Eagles are in punt formation. And the fair catch made here at the 15. Now here comes the New York offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down.
And the Giants
Robinson sent in motion left.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Dart's out of the shotgun. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Robinson, incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here.
And the Giants
on 1st down. Here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14 at the 41-yard.
Looking to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. The final throw before the break. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. A great weekend of football behind us. In case you missed any of the action, let's recap it for you. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Lambeau Field in Green Bay, the Packers at home to take on the Saints. And it's the veteran Christian Kirk. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Saints will not finish the year winless. Congratulations to them and their fans. It was quite a wait, but they get their first win. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they play host to the LA Chargers. And this is the big man, Derrick Henry. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. One more to bring you now. Let's go to Vegas, shall we? The Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Daniel Jones. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. The Raiders find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And he's been used as much as some of their top pass catchers this season. Look at this. He's sitting second right now among all NFL backs in receiving yards. Hurts on first down. That's Smith on the slant. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Hurts now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Gonna keep this one and go. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. From the 4-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Eagles.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds the in route complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. Third down coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down. So out now comes the punter. Braden Mann will kick it away. That's taken at the 15. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And as they get set, partner, I'd imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurricane. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
From the gun, here's Dart. Completed to his running back. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Now some whistles and a stoppage for an injured member of the offense. That is Cam Scadaboo who's being attended to. Throwing on third, here's Dart. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. They go to Barkley again. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke. A 2-yard pickup.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Look at that power, deep left side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Pass complete. That's Devin Duvernay. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
11 more yards. That's another.
First down throwing for Hurts. He's got it over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
Hurts on 3rd and 2. Has his man. It's Polk. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
Giants 3. Jake Elliott.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Shipley now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. One play action with Dart. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
On the coverage.
To the air on 3rd and long. Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
He's got it at the 24. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 44. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Hurts. To the left and hauled in by Polk. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Hurts looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
It's Hurts once again. Short pass brought in. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. We've set it down from 37. Here's Barkley. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd.
Barkley again here on 2nd. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. 7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
They go play fake with Hurts. On target to his man, Polk. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
A 46-yard attempt.
Elliott connects there. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Tracy on the return. Jukes away from one. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. The Giants offense all set to get started. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Here's Dart. Quick slant, caught by Neighbors. Free inside the 30. Malik Neighbors. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants putting up points in a game decided. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point.
They'll try to run it in. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think you just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for them.
26-yard line.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
He's tackled at the 29-yard
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
A loss of 2
gets it on third down. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. From the gun, it's Tracy. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, it's Siskadaboo. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Mitchell on the coverage.
Third and long for him here. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. Fourth down coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Free inside the 30. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. And they keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
That's good. For Eagles, first down.
Back to throw, Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. So it'll be second down. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Excellent protection so far. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's third and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Throw here, third down. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Elliott connects there. And that stretches the lead to 21.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Shipley now to return. This makes it up to the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
they'll motion Slayton left.
At the 30-yard line.
And with the gun this time, here's Dart. Well, right side is caught by Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And the Eagles have it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. First down now, ball at the 33. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 25.
Here's Saquon. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
A yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They run it with Saquon. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
And the Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 12.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with their own win. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.